Hey guys, welcome back to Makeup and Hustle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're trying out some new makeup that has been sitting here on my desk wanting some love. So I've hauled this in my previous videos, so let's go ahead and put these to use. So I'm going to be going in with the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip. I actually really like using this, so I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face first with this one. The only thing with this primer is that it smells really funky. It smells very, very chemically, and I'm not a fan of that. But other than that, it's a pretty good one. So for foundation, I've got the Estee Lauder Double Wear in 3W1 Tawny. I used Sephora's Shade Finder to buy this. I actually really rely on Sephora's Shade Finder tool. And for the most part, it hasn't swayed wrong, but hopefully this is the same thing. So I did not buy the pump. Like, this has been a cult favorite for a very, very long time. So I'm really, really excited to try this. Off late, my preference has been hydrating foundation, so it's all right. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to go in with my Juno & Co sponge. You guys know that I've been loving this. It is damp this time, but I honestly love this sponge so much. I mean, better than the latex ones that we've been using for a while now. I did just buy the Real Techniques ones because Amazon had a really good deal on them. But to be honest, like, I've been enjoying using this so much that I haven't had the need or like the want to sort of open those. I have managed to get a really decent coverage out of this one. Like, it's not too heavy, but it's not like, it's got a really nice healthy glow to it. I was expecting like a matte finish. I mean, I feel like it's a satin matte. I mean, it doesn't cover up my freckles, but I did put a really, really thin layer. We can try to build it. Reminds me a lot of Clinique Super Balanced, like the bottle and the feel of the foundation, but definitely more coverage than that. Okay, it builds really, really beautifully. Like, I mean, you can still see my freckles peeking through just a tiny bit, but it's done a really nice job of covering that. And it doesn't feel like super heavy or cakey or anything like that. I really, really like this. Okay, so next up I have the Fenty Bright Fix Eye Brightener, and I got it in the shade 7 Deep Butter. And I think I might have gone a little bit darker in this one, but the reason being I wanted something that was a bit more closer to my skin tone. So if I wanted to wear it on its own without any foundation on a given day, like, I could do that. Oh, but that's a lot. What the hell? Okay, that's a lot. And I think it's a really good shade, but it is not like close to my skin tone. I think it's a little bit lighter than that, but it's got really nice yellow undertone. Right, let's just go in with the sponge. But it does feel very, very hydrating. I had been looking for a concealer that was this hydrating, honestly, because of the dry patches that I have underneath. I wanted something that would just kind of lock in that moisture and provide a bit more moisture, if anything. So I think this might be just what was missing. Okay, I really, really like this. I think it just looks so beautiful. I've never really felt that about a concealer, but this, oh my gosh, I love it. Should have bought this when it first came out. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Don't have a new powder, so I'm just going to quickly set this and I'll be right back. Alright, so next up we've got the Huda Beauty Tentor. This is in the shade Light. Love the packaging. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I think we might be able to pull this one off. Let's see. Yep. But I love how creamy that is. Maybe we'll just use the brush for now. Just gonna take my foundation brush and just gonna blend this out underneath. That actually blended really, really well. Just going to, this is bugging me a little. It's like so freaking light. Let's do this. I think that blended out really, really beautifully. I love how sort of, I feel like it's brought life back to my face, and I really, really love that. It blended super easy, and I think like a little bit of it goes a long way. I also actually had the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer to try, but clearly Tantor was a bit higher up in my priority list. I do just quickly want to brighten up my nose because clearly we went a little bit heavy-handed on my nose area. There we go. Looks better. But I just love how hydrated my face looks at the moment. I was expecting this foundation to be really, really dry, but I'm loving how it's looking at the moment. I'm using the same brush and I'm going in with the Milk Makeup blush in Work. I don't know why, but the full-size products are not available here in Australia. Can someone explain to me why that is? So that's what that looks like. Maybe I'll do it in the back of my hand, warm it up a little bit. So just taking it at the back of my hand. I'm going in with that same brush that we used for bronzer. Just going to diffuse it a little bit. Going directly in with the brush. So it's showing up here. It's better to go in with this through the brush rather than putting it on your hands or like directly on the skin. I think it's better to just go in with that. We should probably set this, hey. I don't want to because if it looks so healthy. It looks really, really healthy. So I'm actually going to skip on that. We'll just quickly do our brows. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. It doesn't have their shade name because none of their products do. I'll finish the other brow and I'll be right back. So brows are on. What I want to do is, okay, I changed my mind. I do want to set my face, so I'm going in with my trusted, tried and true Australia's Fresh and Flawless. I am going in with like a stipple brush, so very little of that gets deposited. But I just quickly want to set everything and just sort of lock it in place. So because this is not a wear test or anything like that, I am just going to quickly set my face with some Fix Plus. So this is actually Fix Plus today. While the rest of my face is drying, I am just going to quickly go in with my Soft Ochre paint pot and just prime my eyelids. So I wasn't doing this for a while, but I did it recently and I'm like, it makes a massive difference. Mine's really, really dry, but I have the Painterly one, which I really like, but I do want to use this one up first. So the palette in today's video is going to be the Zoeva Spice of Life palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. I recently hauled it in God knows which video. I've been hauling so much stuff, but this is what the palette looks like. It's just stunning. Like the color story in this palette is just insane. I'm so excited to try it, but before we start with this one, I just quickly want to set my eyelids because we've just primed them, and I know like it kind of defeats the purpose, but for me, like that's just, it's a little bit easier to blend those colors in. So I'm just taking the face powder, the Australis one, and I'm just going to place that all over my eyelids, just so that we have like a nice smooth base to start. And what I will do is I will speed up the eyeshadow process, because this is not a tutorial or anything, we're just trying out some new makeup. I'm not trying out any new looks or anything like that, so we'll just speed this part out. We're back. I love how soft this eye look is. I am obsessed. I haven't done, like, I've been doing a lot of colorful eye looks and stuff like that, but this is me. This is so me. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. Anyways, moving on, let's do some highlight, because we are obviously missing some highlight, and our lips as well. So for highlight, I don't have a new one, but I do want to use the Fenty one, because it's been so long since I used this. So there's that, and then also the Becca one. I haven't used the Becca one in a really long time, but I have Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal here with me. I think I'm going to go in with Fire Crystal, which is this one here on the side. I cannot believe how much I like this foundation. So I was honestly thinking that it was going to be a bit more of a drier formula, but it is actually really pretty. Okay, now that we're going to the gods, because we weren't going enough before, let's do some lip actions. So let's go in with, so I've got these two. I've used Girls Trip before, and then we've got the Interview, which is a little bit of a darker shade. You know what, let's do this on the outer corners, and then we'll see if we can actually put this on the entire lip. I did have lip balm. I had the Laneige Vanilla one. Okay, so that's in the outer corners. I think we can probably pull it off, but I just want that ombre sort of a look, so I'm going to go in with Girls Trip now. I love this. I love these lipsticks. They are just incredible. I do want to apply some gloss on top. I'm going to go in with Joey, because that's the closest one to me at the moment. Alright you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and trying out some new makeup with me. I absolutely enjoyed this makeup session. I cannot imagine that I liked the foundation and the concealer so much, And even the eyeshadow palette, like honestly, they were incredible. Everything I feel like that I tried today has been just mind-blowingly awesome, and there are very few days where you try something and you like it, and I'm so glad today was one of those days where I absolutely loved everything that I tried out today. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would help me out loads and loads. I hope you guys are staying well, staying safe and healthy, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.